Right then guys, how's it going? It's JTJudgment here and welcome back guys to another FIFA 16 Legend review, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of the higher rated strikers when it comes to the Legends, the 90 rated Dutchman himself, Ruud van Nistelrooy. But before I get into this review guys and let you know what I thought of the player, I want to give a massive shout out to the boy that was nice enough to let me use his account to do this review. As always, links are going to be down below in the description if you head on over to his account. Said a massive thank you from me and showed some support guys. That would be absolutely insane. I'd really appreciate it. Now, as always with my Legend reviews, I'll go through the stats with the player as well as the in-game stats as well. When it comes to Ruud van Nistelrooy stats on the card, he does have 84 pace, 76 dribbling, 89 shooting, 68 on the passing, sorry guys, 76 physical and 33 defending. When it comes to his in-game stats, 93 on the attack position and 92 reactions, 86 acceleration, 94 finishing, 90 penalties, 91 heading accuracy, 89 shot power. So he does have some fairly nice stats when it comes to on the card as well as in-game guys. Now Ruud van Nistelrooy, for me personally, when it comes to Legends in FIFA, ever since they were released back in FIFA 14, gotta say, didn't really like him, didn't enjoy using him. Didn't enjoy using him as well in FIFA 15. He just seemed to be a slight disappointment, you know. I didn't really have as much fun using him as I would have liked to, you know. But this year, guys, wow, he was completely different for me. I don't know why he was so good, you know. When I went into the very first game, to give you guys a little idea as to how good he was for me, the very first game he scored 4 goals for me. Then I went into the very second game, he scored a hat-trick for me. I went into the third game, well, actually, he didn't really do anything in the third game, but when I went into the fourth game, he scored another hat-trick for me. You see where this is going, guys? He's a goal-scoring machine, you know? What he was like for me, he just couldn't stop scoring, and it just made me love using him, you know. He was slotting them in left, right, centre, diagonally, doesn't matter. He got himself inside the box, he scored. Bottom line, either foot, the ball was going into the back of the net, and I felt reassured, and I loved playing with that reassurance that if I get Van Nistelrooy inside the box, he's going to score. You know, and it was like that all the time for me, and like I said, it just made me enjoy using him, guys, that much more, you know. Now, as good as Van Nistelrooy was for me, I did manage to find 1 or 2 weaknesses, one of which being his passing. Now, I'm not somebody that likes to get, you know, every player on the ball in, you know, Barcelona passing style of play, you know, that's not me, so that didn't really affect me as much as it probably would do a lot of other people. But I gotta go out there and say it, guys, Van Nistelrooy's passing, it was kind of dreadful for me. So if you are somebody that likes to pass the ball on a regular basis, especially with strikers for some reason, I don't see why you would want to do that. But if you guys do like to do that, Van Nistelrooy is somebody that you need to think about before buying, because for me, passing was dreadful. The other thing that I didn't like about this card, like I really didn't like about this card, is his dribbling and ball control. Now, when you look at his dribbling stat on the card, he's got 76. Now, in-game for me, it was really bad, guys. 76, it didn't feel like that. It felt like 66. It was really slow to turn in-game. His first touch really didn't help as well. You know, I would pass the ball to him. He would take such a heavy touch, lose the ball, and it did that a couple of occasions for me as well, guys. And just getting him on the ball, trying to turn, it took so long. He was so slow and sluggish. It was terrible, guys. So definitely this is one thing that you really do need to keep in mind, guys, if you are thinking of buying Van Nistelrooy for yourself. Now, when it comes to the positives, guys, that I did find with this card, they outweigh the weaknesses something crazy, you know, and they really do warrant his current price tag. His pace was pretty awesome for me, you know. I got him on the ball as soon as I hit his top sprint speed. He showed a good bit of pace about him, you know, so I gotta say there shouldn't be any problems with you guys when it comes to pace with Van Nistelrooy. His shooting for me was out of this world. Now, I was expecting him to be the sort of striker that would score all the time inside the box, but not as consistently outside the box. But he proved me wrong from the very first game, guys. The first 4 goals you're going to be seeing in this video are the very first 4 goals that he scored for me, you know, and it was against the same guy. And I gotta say, shooting inside the box, insane. Outside the box, just as good. He is capable of scoring some absolute screamers for you guys. So if you are, you know, sort of hesitant to buy this guy because you're thinking that his long shots are not going to be that great, don't think like that, guys. Look at the goals in this video. The proof is there. he can score them. You know, his strength for me was pretty awesome as well. He was keeping the ball from most of the defenders that tried to muscle him and bully him off the ball, and he just stand there, stood his ground, kept the ball, pushed them off, kept going, and probably scored from that, you know. So I got to say, no problems with his strength. His weak foot for me was surprisingly reliable on a regular basis as well. Now he's got 3-star skills and 3-star weak foot. Like I say, on a regular basis, it is up to you guys whether or not you want to say 3-star skills is a weakness with a player in this game, but I personally don't consider it a weakness, because as long as a player can do, you know, the simple roulettes, ball rolls, fake shots, then I'm more than happy to go on a couple of skill runs with a player using just those skills, you know. So for me personally, 3-star skills is not a weakness. 3-star weak foot, on the other hand, not a weakness, like I said, with this card as well. He was scoring fairly easily, very consistently inside the box. Don't get me wrong, you're not going to be scoring some 40-yard screamers with his weak foot anytime soon with this card, you know, but you get him inside the box, he's going to score, you know. He proved to me, guys, with his shooting with either foot, he gets inside the box, he's going to score no matter what foot you use. So when it comes down to it, guys, final thoughts on Van Nistelrooy. The only weaknesses that I found is passing and his dribbling. Those were the only things that were really, really, really bad with this card. His pace was awesome, shooting with either foot was absolutely insane, aerial ability was awesome with this card as well, scored some headers, so that was definitely nice to see. His strength was awesome, his positioning for me was fantastic as well. Even though he's got medium attack and low defensive, he was making runs, he was in the position that I needed him to be all the time, so that made me enjoy using him that much more. So final score, guys, I got to give him nothing less than a 9.5 out of 10. He was absolutely insane, far better for me this year than he was in FIFA 14 and FIFA 15. I got to say, Van Nistelrooy is definitely worth his current price tag of about 500,000 coins. That is going to wrap up my final thoughts and review on the 90 rated legend Ruud van Nistelrooy. Don't forget, guys, let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on this legend if you have used him yourself. Also, smash that like button as well, guys, if you did enjoy and this video did help you decide whether or not to go out and buy the player for yourself. Subscribe today for more legend reviews and FIFA 16 content to come from myself very, very, very soon. And as always from me, please take care, and I will see you all next time. Ta-da, guys.